Hey guys, it's Vanessa, and today I am making an icebox cake. So you have to check this out because this is so super duper easy and requires so very few ingredients that you can practically pull up anything that you have at home and whip these up. So whether it's for a picnic or just an evening snack or midday, I mean, who are we kidding, right? This is a great recipe to try. So if you've never heard of an icebox cake, this is actually a cake that was very popular during the 1920s. When they really didn't have fridges, they had an icebox. So they were looking for things that used very few ingredients and was very easy and tasted delicious, because that's what we're all looking for, right? And voila, the icebox cake was born. So just to give you a little bit of a backstory, it's generally made like with cookies. We're going to use graham crackers today or something like that, in some sort of a custardy, creamy filling. Okay, so we're actually going to be making a strawberry cheesecake icebox cake today. Okay, so first things first, I have my rectangular cool and serve. I love this. This is going to make it perfect for this recipe because it's got these ice packs in them. Okay, so these never leak, never do anything funkaroo. These are great even just for like throwing in your cooler if you're going away for the weekend or whatever. I like using those, but I'm not actually going to keep them in here because I'm just gonna keep them in the freezer until it's time for the picnic. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull these aside. You'll see that this is right on top, so nothing's going to be funkaroo. It won't have to like lift up the food or anything to be able to get this. This whole piece just comes out makes it very easy. Okay, so I already got things started here. So I have a box of cheesecake flavored Jell-O. Never used this before, but I wanted a cheesecake type feel, and I thought this was going to be really great. So I already mixed this up. So just whip up the box of pudding mix. This is actually sugar free, so it makes it healthier, right? And we're using fruit, so we'll count that. So I mixed that up just with the milk. Just follow the directions on the box. And it's already slightly solidified, so I'm just going to put a thin layer inside here. I actually bought 3 boxes of this because I'm not sure how much I'm going to use. And I figured, what the heck? We can use the rest for something else. I mean, who doesn't like pudding? I love pudding pops when it's warm. Okay, so with cheesecake you can't get much better than that. So I'm just going to spread a thin layer right along the bottom here. All right, so we've got that just to make the graham crackers a little bit softer. That makes it always much more delicious, right? So I think we're going to use about I don't know, the recipe called for a sleeve and a half of these. I have no idea. We've got like enough in here that if the apocalypse happened at my house, we would be set on some more ingredients for probably a lifetime. Okay, so I'm just gonna layer the bottom of my pan with these. And you don't have to make it pretty or fancy or whatever, just kind of layer them down here. They don't even have to cover the whole thing. And while I'm thinking about it, these are great recipes for kiddos to help you with because there's nothing to get burnt on. There's practically no cutting or anything like that. Now we are going to cut the strawberries, and you're going to see just how easy that is, that even the kiddos can help, okay? So I've got a few stragglers down here. So again, who cares if they break? We'll just fill it down here and snap them in half and fill it in. So there we go. So our first layer is done. So let me put another glob of this on top. You can make this as many layers high as what you want. Use different kinds of cookies. If you want to get fancy-fied, right? I love Biscoff. You could use those. You could use Ladyfingers. You could even use Oreos. You know, you can never go wrong with those. So switch it up. Switch up whatever ingredients you're using. I found a cookies and cream recipe that looked delightful to try. I personally like to have fruity things too because, you know, kind of tastes like warm weather. And we all need a little bit of that, right? Okay, so I've got this ready. I am going to need a couple boxes, as I can see from how much I've used already. So good thing I have 3 boxes. I won't even show you how to do all of that. But next we have our strawberries. So who wants to be cutting all these by hand? not me, right? So we've got this cup slicer here. This is gonna do the job super duper fast, and this is even easy for the kiddos to use, okay? So as long as they know just to keep their fingers on here and not be reaching underneath, they're going to be fine because the blades are right here on the bottom. So just line all of your strawberries up. So I have a pound here, and we're just gonna go whoop, right down the line. It's more fun if you make noises, but you don't have to. So you just stick them all like this. And this is great for snacking too, because if you want like an after school snack or a summer snack or whatever you want, you just put them in here and you can do a portion control. So now that we've got it full, you can just put the base down, put it up, and they just released everything that was stuck. Just dump them right out on there, and then we'll just do it again. So depending on how big they are, you can do 2 at a time. Sometimes you can only do 1 at a time. If you want to turn them and do more chopping, you totally can. We're just going to keep them like this. And the best part, if you're a little OCD, you don't have to worry because they're all going to be the same thickness, right? So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so we got that. Just give it a pop. And look how quickly you can slice all of these berries up, a whole pound, in record time. Granted, it's less time if you're talking, but it's more fun when you are, okay? So to slice all these up. Now, of course, for this recipe, you could use pie filling too. I like using fresh fruits when we're able. So that's what we're gonna do. So let me just dump all of these out right here. And now we're gonna start assembling the top of our thing. So I definitely want berries on every single layer. I got blueberries too, so I might just throw those on the top with it. So just start layering it across here. Do it however you like. I personally like berries to be in every single bite. Who doesn't, right? Unless you don't like berries. I guess you probably won't. Okay, so throw them all in here. This is a cheap, easy, and affordable option to actually making a cheesecake, because seriously, how much does all of that cream cheese cost, right? So this is a great alternative to that. It's going to be super delicious and a great one for picnics. So if you're looking for something that you can take to a picnic or have for yourself, or even just, you know, to surprise your family at night, this is a great way to do it. Or let's not leave out the coworkers too. They'll appreciate this. All right, so we'll throw all of these on here. Put another layer of, what am I saying? Graham crackers on the top. And then we'll just repeat, repeat, repeat. You need to throw this into the fridge for at least 2 hours, unless you have an ice box. I mean, be all authentic and do it all the way, right? So you can do that too. So we've got all of this done. So let me just layer another thing of crackers on here. And I love how the pudding sets while you're actually making it. So even better. It's like it's satisfying. It's baking yourself, even though it's totally non-bake. Okay, so I hope that I gave you a great idea for an easy recipe that you'd like to try. Perhaps you already have some of these at home. If you're like me, you already have enough pudding to last a lifetime in your cupboard, and it's just begging to be tried for something. So mix up flavors if you want, or if you have multiple of the same, that's good too. And just kind of let your creativity run wild, because what's the worst thing that happens? You don't like it, or it's not your favorite, and you have to make another one and try another one, right? So desserts all around for everybody. So with that, I'm gonna sign off here. This is almost done. It's really just gonna take me another 5 minutes just to do up another batch of pudding, because this is how much I have left, and I want it to be nice and tasty and taste just like we're eating a cheesecake, okay? So with that, you have a great day. I'm gonna finish this up, and if you have questions, let me know. All right, bye guys.